Yo, what is up, guys? So we are going to be going over every single thing in Black Ops 4. We're talking to every single gun, every single secondary, every single gear, every single perk, everything unlocked. I'm going to go ahead and go over that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start off with guns, starting from left to right. We've got the ICR, which was... Actually, there's almost everything in the beta was also here. We have the Rampart, which is kind of like a SCAR. The ICR is just like a really accurate gun. But then we have the Cane, which is kind of like an AK. Then we have the Vapor, which is right now one of the strongest ARs in the game. And then we have the Maddox. So nothing really new here. Most of the stuff you've probably already seen from the beta. There is an operator mod, and I will go over those in a moment. But I just want to get like an overview real quick. So next up for submachine guns, though, we have the MX9, the GKS, the Spitfire, the Cordite, and the S-AUG. For the tactical rifles, we have the Auger, which is like a single shot, but the operator mod makes it a double. And then we have the repeater, and then the ABR, which that has an operator mod of repeater. Then we have the Swordfish, and then for the LMGs we have the Titan, Hades. Then we have the VKM. Then for sniper rifles we have the Paladin, the Outlaw, this one, and I believe the SDM. One of these is a new one. So Outlaw, I believe, is the new one. Then we have the SDM, is like the auto sniper, and then we have the Koshka. So that is it for the weapons in the game. However, again, the operator mods are actually pretty big, so I will, however, go over those real quick. So the Vapor, if you get the operator mod attachment here, so let's go ahead and go to the primary operator mod. This one adds a bayonet to the gun itself. You guys can see that it's nothing too special with that, other than it is there. Now, this one's is Echo Fire over here. So it says Echo Fire. It says firing blowback system shoots other bullet at an increased fire rate. So you have like another shot basically. It's gonna make your fire rate basically go up because it's technically just shooting another shot there. I'll probably give you guys gameplay, but I wanted this video to be more of an overview, and I'll probably make a video on that in the future. So if you want to see that, just stay subscribed. I will definitely upload that as well. So the GKS has a quad shot operator mod, because these can change up the guns quite a bit. It shouldn't really be too big of a surprise. Quad shot fires 4 shots. It also increases damage fall off ranges, so that's kind of nice for that. And then for the Spitfire, it's just extra rapid fire. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So it says extremely increased fire rate. And it says the hail of bullets increases weapon recoil and slows the movement speed while firing. Cannot connect to the server. Oh, yeah. By the way, the game might have some issues if you guys are playing it on launch day. A lot of people are getting disconnected. Don't worry about that if that pops in and out. Anyways, next up though, we have the Cordite, which is belt feed. So what this does is make it so it adds an extreme amount of ammo that is continuously fed to the weapon. Weapon may overheat from prolonged firing. So look at how much this adds. The rounds, it says 60 plus 540. So basically it just adds it so you don't need to reload with that gun. For the S-AUG, we have the operator mod dual wield. I mean, well, there you go. You can dual wield now. And then for the tactical rifles, we have double tap. It's going to shoot twice. And then we have this, which makes it so you can just hold down the trigger. And then for the Swordfish, Pentaburst, so it gives an extra shot in the burst. And then for the LMGs, the Oppressor, it makes it so it adds a suppressor as if that's something super new to Call of Duty, right? Next up, though, we have the Hades, which gives you the crossbar. The crossbar says ADS is replaced with a focused hipfire that has reduced bullet spread and improved movement speed. So you want to look at it like kind of like a minigun kind of a thing. It's probably just the closest thing that you'll get to it. Remember in Ghosts, we had one. Then we have Fat Barrel for the VKM. What the heck does Fat Barrel do? Well, it fires massive shells that hit their targets easier. So I guess it's a bigger, maybe perhaps bigger caliber. It just increases the accuracy, but it says it fires massive shells. Like I said, I'll test out these in an actual game. But this video is supposed to basically be an overview of all of the guns and what they do. The Paladin doesn't have one. The Outlaw has the bolt cylinder, so it says each bolt action now fires a 3-shot burst. Hold the trigger for auto burst. It reminds me of like the oh gosh, what was that gun in the Black Ops 2? The one that like charges up for a second. Maybe it's kind of like that, but it is a Magnum. If you guys didn't know, the Outlaw. Let me go ahead and move my screen, my cam over here. You guys can see that it actually is a Magnum that turned into a sniper. Pretty cool stuff. But anyways, the SDM over here, which is auto sniper, and then the operator mod is the strut lock, which it says precision accuracy while entering ADS. Alright, so now that we've gone over all of the primary guns, let's go over the secondary guns, the gear, the perks, all of that other stuff. So secondaries, we have pistols, we have the strafe, which has a stiletto knife. I'm assuming it won't even let me select it. This game's still having issues. Sometimes if your game like lags, again, this is I'm recording this day one. But the operator mod over here, let's go ahead and change this to the secondary operator mod. So what it's going to do is it's going to give you a lethal melee attack. Okay, well, that's no surprise there. Then we have Skull Splitter. So what this actually does is it makes so headshots are always lethal, which is pretty dirty. That means a headshot with this gun is going to obviously guarantee you the kill. However, you know, even if they have like any boost armors, that's pretty cool if that's how it works. I'm assuming that's, you know, actually how it works. So in this game, shotguns are actually secondary. So yeah, we went over all of the pistols. Next up, shotguns. We are looking at the MOG 12, and its operator mod adds incendiary ammunition that inflicts damage over time. Again, I'll upload a video like kind of going over the stats and like how fast it actually kills. Can you still one-shot someone from super far away and have them like basically burned to death? That's what I want to test out. And then next up we have the SG-12, which has strobe light. It says ADS is replaced with a bright flashing light that causes blind spots in enemy vision. That will be pretty interesting to see how that kind of thing works out. Next up for launchers, we have... There's only one launcher in this game? Wow, that's kind of a surprise. But there's... okay. I'm not going to go over every single attachment in the game. Like I said, I'll probably go in depth on certain things. But different guns do have different attachments in this game. Like some guns won't have quick draw, some guns won't have stock. But it's pretty generic as far as Call of Duty goes. There is one thing that is fast and extended mags. It kind of combined into one, but it gives you less. So you have your standard quick draw, laser, fast mags, FMJ. There's also high caliber. Some guns can have like quick draw too, so you can go even faster with the aim down sights mechanic. But there's also stock too, but it just again heightens some of the stuff. But overall, it's nothing game-breakingly new as far as Call of Duty goes. But I'll go over some of the attachments. But I'm going to swap to like a submachine gun over here. So like all the attachments are very familiar. Long barrel. This is the one that I was talking about. So some will have what's called hybrid mags. So it gives you extra ammo, plus it gives you faster reload. So it's like fast mags and extended mags into one. But again, everything's pretty much just standard in Call of Duty. Like, you know, the suppressor, long barrel, FMJ, rapid fire, high caliber. What else is there that would be like maybe a little bit different here? Oh, there's foregrip. That's just again something that's always been in Call of Duty. Not too extreme. But let's go ahead and go into the gear. So we have equipment charge, which is going to make your equipment and specialist weapons charge faster. We have stim shot, which is going to allow you to heal more often and maintain control of your weapon. Then we have comsec, which makes so its score streaks are earned at a discounted cost, kind of like Hardline and Black Ops, the previous series. Then we have body armor. Now body armor also got nerfed, so it does have this negative effect where it says it reduces movement speed while equipped. I'm not sure what integer the armor was at last time. Since this is actually considered level 1 armor, it reduces damage by 40% in Blackout. However, from this, there's no specification on how much it reduces by. I'll probably, again, this will be a video for a future date. Like I said, stay subscribed and you'll find out that information because the game just came out. Then we have acoustic sensor. So basically it is 6th sense, but like way higher. Instead, it makes so enemies' movements are easier to hear. But it's more so how it works is you can see on your mini-map a direction. It doesn't necessarily give you, like, what is it called? Awareness in the previous Call of Duty games. But yeah, that's it for the gear. For the perks, oh wait, we didn't go over equipment. Let me do this. So, how it works in this game is these still actually have a cooldown. Like in previous Call of Duties, when you die, you'll be able to pick up these things and use them immediately. However, in this game, when you use your equipment, you can't just replenish the equipment immediately, with the exception of maybe the combat axe. This might be an exception where you just pick it up again and then just use it. But these do have like their set cooldowns versus the previous Call of Duty. At least that's how it was before. I don't know if they recently have changed it within, by the time you're watching this video, off chance the next day, right? Because this is technically, as I'm recording this is actually early. It is earlier before the like set release date for the game, but it's not the beta. Well, I don't know if normally the beta over in the top right, I believe it would say beta. So this is kind of proof that we're not in the beta. But anyways, so we have the concussion, the Molotov, the frag, the combat axe trophy system. Again, nothing new here with Call of Duty. For perks, we got Scavenger, which replenishes ammo. We have Engineer, which lets you see the enemy's score streaks and any of their like tactical equipment. And you can also reroll and booby trap care packages. Then we have Flak Jacket, take less damage from enemy explosives. Tactical Mask, it increases resistance to 9-beam, concussion, razor wire, reactor core, seeker, tempest fire, and the counter UAV. Now for perk slot 2, we have Lightweight, which lets you move faster while sprinting and take no damage when falling. Before, how it worked, it was a flat movement speed buff, but now it's only while sprinting, and yeah, you can take no damage when falling. Next up, we have Skulker, which lets you move faster while crouched and prone. This is also in the Battle Royale. Next up, Cold-Blooded, you have increased resistance to enemies' ability, equipment, and Scorestreak targeting systems. Enemy AI will be delayed when targeting you. Player-controlled Scorestreaks will not highlight you with a target reticle. So that's the little like square diamond shape that comes up when people are using Scorestreaks against you. Then we have Gung-Ho, which is going to let you fire a weapon and use equipment while sprinting, recover from sprint faster, and move at full speed when reloading. The Dexterity lets you mantle, climb, slide, and swap weapons faster, increase weapon accuracy when jumping or mantling. Now, this was something that was actually nerfed. It used to be really, really good. I will get you guys, again, more footage in depth when we go over like certain things in Black Ops 4. But yeah, that's what that does. And then lastly, for the perk slot 3, we have Ghost, that makes you undetectable by enemy UAVs while moving, planting, or defusing bombs, or controlling score streaks. Team Link lets you see friendly teammates through walls, a fog of war circle around you and your teammates. So yeah, getting that reveal is kind of nice sometimes. And then also Dead Silence, this is nothing new. Move quietly and resist detection from acoustic sensor. Then we have Tracker, so it says see digital imprint of enemy footsteps and receive an alert on your HUD when revealed in enemy fog of war. So as far as wildcards go, everything is pretty much like it's always been in Call of Duty. So we got Overkill, which lets you have 2 primary weapons, then all the primary gunfighters, which just gives you extra attachment. And the primary operator mod is one thing that you will have to also have. Then we have Underkill, which lets you use 2 secondaries. That we have secondary gunfighter 1, 2, and 3. And then the secondary operator mod. I'm going to go ahead and move my cam over so you guys can see the rest of the perks. It's pretty much just the same thing. We have perk 1 Gluttony, perk 2 Gluttony, perk 3 Gluttony, then perk 1 Greed, perk 2 Greed, and that just, again, is something very standard in Call of Duty. Not really anything too new. Now, as far as score streaks go in the game, we've got the RCXD, the Dart. Now, I do want to mention that the Dart is not... It's not as good as Black Ops 3's Dart. The Dart, how it works, and like I said, I will give you guys gameplay footage of every single score streak in a separate video, but what the Dart does is basically you control it like the Dart in Black Ops 3, but you don't get to shoot out of it. It's a one-time explode. And then we got the UAV, we got the care package, the counter UAV, Hellstorm, Lightning Strike. A lot of these, again, are just similar to previous Call of Duty ones. Then we got the Sentry. This actually, just as a heads up, if any of you guys played the beta, when you would try to deploy, it would like not deploy on anything. Even super flat surface, sometimes it just would not work. It seems to be fixed. I did get it a few times, and I was able to deploy it with no problems. Next up, we have the Drone Squad. This kind of reminds me of an escort drone, but you get these 3 little, I believe it's 3 or 4 mini little drones. I got it a few times. It actually is indeed really good. But yeah, think of it kind of like an escort drone. Then we have the Mantis, so this is basically like the AGR, if you will, of Black Ops 4, and it's just going to be able to remote control. It has been buffed since the beta, and that's going to let you kind of go a little bit faster, but it's by no means super fast. It's pretty slow still. Next up, we have Sniper Nest, so it calls in the support of 2 heli snipers. So guys, how this works, it's not like the one in Call of Duty Ghosts where you're able to actually control the sniper and you get a snipe from a helicopter. What it is a score streak where 2 helicopter comes in and then they just try to snipe the enemy. I honestly think this thing is trash on some maps. Like some maps, there's just not enough open areas. I legit got it and I got 0 kills the entire time with it. Sometimes, again, it's map dependent, so keep that in mind if you decide to use Sniper's Nest. Then we have the attack chopper. This Scorestreak is not that bad at all. Also, it's showing you guys how many Scorestreak points these cost. The ComSec device is basically the hardline of this. Then we have the Thresher, which is basically the Warthog. Then we have the Strike Team, this is actually really good. They did buff it up since the beta. The Dog has also been buffed. Then we have the Gunship. So yeah, there is the last Scorestreak in the game. I actually got it in the beta a few times. I have not got it yet because I haven't unlocked it in the actual like multiplayer. But as far as the specialists go, can we even go to the specialists? I don't know if we're gonna be able to go to the specialists here. But let me go ahead. Oh gosh, the specialists have not changed though. Shoot, can you even choose these specialists? You can only choose the Scorestreaks. Dang. I might have to do that some other time, and I apologize for that. This is not gonna be in here. I was gonna try to remember off the top of my head, but again, it doesn't look like we can. If I hit play, will it start? Okay. Okay. It's just gonna start. It won't even let us choose, because you know why? I think it's because you select your specialist during the actual game. But I'll try to somehow make a video specifically going over the specialists and going more in depth on certain things. But like I said, as far as the Scorestreaks and other things go, oh, also I guess another important thing that we can show off is how many maps are in here. So if we go to the, actually, can we go to the rules here? Let's see if we can go to specialist settings. Okay, it doesn't really show. This is letting you select how many characters or how many of each specialist each player can actually pick, which is not going to be, I guess, available here. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but again, it's all of the same ones that we had before. There's nothing new with the specialist. Again, I apologize that we can't show them off here, but yeah. Anyways, as far as the maps go in the game, if you guys are wondering what the maps are, let me go ahead and actually move this to the top left so you guys can kind of see it a little bit better. Or actually, let me go ahead and just remove my cam just for a second here so you guys can see like the full name. But anyways, we have Arsenal, we have Contraband, which was in the beta, Firing Range, which is from Black Ops 1, we have Frequency, which was also in the beta, Gridlock, again, this is another beta map, Hacienda is also a beta map, Icebreaker, this is one of the newer ones, Jungle is actually from Black Ops 1 as well. Then we have Militia, we have Morocco, both of these are new. And then Payload, which you guys remember from the beta, and Seaside also from the beta, and then Slems, another Black Ops 1 map, and then Summit, another Black Ops 1 map. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the maps. I'm pretty sure we went over every single thing. Except for game modes, which is actually important, because I wanted to go over everything that I could, because again, I have this, well, technically tonight is the night right before launch. Anyways, this is when I am recording it. But anyways, we have TDM, we have Hardcore Team Deathmatch, and then you have Free-for-all, and then Hardcore Free-for-all. I guess there's Hardcore for every single setting, which is good, because sometimes they don't have that mode available for Hardcore, for those people that do play Hardcore. But anyways, we got Free-for-all Hardcore, we got Search and Destroy, Hardcore Search and Destroy, Domination, we got Hardpoint. Okay, so there's no Hardcore Hardpoint, but there is Hardcore Kill Confirmed, and then for Control, which is a new mode. I actually already showcased that off, and also Heist. These are two brand new modes to the Call of Duty Black Ops series. I'll show you. Actually, I already have like pre-recorded gameplay, but it is non-beta, so like it's all like the latest one. But yeah, that's it for the maps. We went over every single gun. We didn't go over every single attachment technically, but I want to make that a separate video because I want to showcase off what exactly all of the operator mods do, so you guys can kind of get an idea of how they work. But anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. If any of you guys are wondering, you know, what game modes, you know, is this game good? Is this game good? Is this worth buying? I'm going to make that a separate video. That video will be out very soon. But if you guys have any other things that you would want me to discuss, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll get to work on that video. But yeah, Black Ops 4 is indeed here, and there is all of the guns, all the attachments, all of the operator mods, because that's the most important thing. Again, for the attachments, they're all pretty much the things that you've seen in Call of Duty before, so I'm not going to go over each gun, what each gun has in this video, because I might want to save that for like a separate video. I think that'd make more sense, because certain things might behave differently, and I need to actually work on that, specifically going over when there's Quick Draw 2, 1, and 2, to test it on different guns to see if it actually is flat because then I can give you guys the correct information on that. As in, every single gun's quick draw works the same, because apparently it's not, but I need to like verify that. But yeah, all the perks, all the gear, everything, I'm pretty sure we went over everything, but if there's anything I missed out, let me know in the comment section below and I'll make like an updated video or go over any of the other things in the game. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the vid. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to see more Call of Duty as well as other gaming content. And peace out.